Good afternoon, guys. I want to, welcome you to my channel again. This is Dr. Ngaga, again. So today, my emphasis is actually on a topic that I think has always been a challenge to myself as an individual. But then I think over time, I've had to learn on how to really overcome this. So this is all about stigmatization. I want to talk about this topic because in one way or another, I've actually seen someone actually being discriminated because they have an infectious disease. You know, I want to talk about HIV and AIDS, which we know is a disease that actually has ravaged in most parts of Africa. As a country, Kenya, we do have a significant number of people really affected by this infectious disease. You know, my only encouragement is this, especially to people who have this disease, that for instance, HIV and AIDS these days, you actually could live peacefully. You just need to be on your medication. But what I really want to pass is, it's sometimes it's not someone's fault that they picked this given disease. Nobody in their right mind actually walks into fire. Neither do we have people who are rational walking into a disease such as HIV, AIDS, COVID-19, and the rest. These are diseases that are communicable, meaning that you can actually pick it from one person. These are diseases that are infectious. You could infect someone. Once you have the disease, you're actually infectious in one way or another. Okay, unless maybe for the HIV and AIDS, where you can actually be on medication until you suppress the virus and you no longer become infectious. But as long as you have an infectious disease, then you obviously could be a threat to fellow human beings. But then I often look at it that this way, that irrespective of whether someone has an infection or a disease, that does not change whom they are. It still makes them human. They're still human as you are. And I would often ask us, to try and understand others. Let's embrace those who have these infectious diseases. When someone has COVID-19, that's not a death sentence. Of course, few people at the end of the day are going to die, but still, someone can have the disease and bounce back, to normalcy, within a given period of time. So let's give these people a chance. Let's love them as as our brothers, as our colleagues, as people we live with. Uh, let's not look down upon them. It's not their fault that they got sick. And besides, this infection can actually affect you as an individual yourself. Now, I would often ask anyone else or anybody to really ask themselves, what could they want be done unto them if they were on the other side of the curve? What if you were the one with the infection today? How would you want people handle you? So I think that's what is more important. Let's not try to stigmatize every situation. Let's not take advantage of a situation and then try to discriminate against individuals. I think as a human being who is rational, humanity is one of the basic aspects that make you human. So when you start discriminating an individual because of a disease they have, because they're poor, because they come from a given community, a minority community in that case, then I think you're not, practicing your humanity. What you're trying to show is that you are a discriminative, confused individual who actually shouldn't be called a human being. But then I think as individuals, let's love those who have the infection. Let's embrace them. They are your colleagues. Getting an infection doesn't make them an enemy. We should be hating the infection and not the person. Let's not hate our friends. Let's not hate our colleagues. Let's not hate our family members because they have a given disease. But let's embrace them, because I think as human beings, we need to love people more and hate what is affecting people more. So let's love people more, hate the infections, hate these infectious processes. We've had people with the tuberculosis. If when someone has the infection, when they come home, they will need to be embraced. They will need to be shown love, because remember, when someone is shown love and embraced, they will always be encouraged to, to actually get better over time. But if you are depressed, even actually your immune system goes down. So let's be the source of happiness to these people. But remember, as we have always done with the tuberculosis cases, if someone is on a mask, they are less likely to be, spreading this infection to people around. So someone has this COVID, they have HIV and other things. The only thing we need to emphasize is they need to protect themselves. We need to protect ourselves by asking these people, to either wear masks. Let's keep our safe distance. But keeping a safe distance doesn't mean you're going to, discriminate against this person. You could keep safe distance, but at the same time, loving someone. Show them that you do what you love them. Above all, let's wash our hands as we mingle with these people of infection. Sooner or later, the government is going to start, to treat these people at home, because I don't think we really have that capacity of managing all these people in a hospital setting. So when they come home, let's show them love. And I want to leave this message as I finish. Let's embrace people irrespective of who they are, irrespective of whether they're poor, irrespective of whether they're from a different community, a different race. I think embracing humanity is what is more important. Let's embrace other human beings. Let's not be discriminative. Let's not show that we are superior than others. Let's try and show that as individuals we are human, and we love people because they're people. What would it benefit you hating an individual because of something that they have no control about? So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, let's learn to love people irrespective of whether they're going to be having COVID-19 or not, HIV/AIDS or not, tuberculosis or not. Let's try and love them for whom they are. I think I would want to stop here for today with a message that I've already talked about, that let's love everyone irrespective of who they are and irrespective of the circumstances in which they find themselves. Let not their circumstances define on how we treat them or on how we love them, but let their circumstances be something that actually helps us see how to love them more. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.